Have you ever wondered what older men really notice first when they meet a woman after 60? I'll give you a hint. It's not your wrinkles, it's not your gray hair, and it's not your body. The truth is so much sweeter, and once you hear it, you'll see yourself in a whole new light. Stay with me, because this little secret might just change the way you think about dating forever. Let me start with a story. A woman named Ellen, age 62, was nervous about going on her first date in nearly 20 years. Her marriage had ended long ago, and she felt unsure about stepping back into the world of dating. She worried about her laugh lines, about whether her clothes were fashionable enough, about whether a man would find her desirable. But when she met Paul, age 66, something unexpected happened. Paul later told her that the first thing he noticed wasn't her looks at all. It was her laugh. Ellen had a laugh that filled the cafe with warmth, and when she chuckled at one of his clumsy jokes, Paul said he felt instantly at ease. He admitted he barely remembered what she was wearing that day, but he would never forget the way her laugh made him feel. That's the power of presence. That's the secret men care about most, the way you make them feel in your company. This is why emotional energy matters so much. After 60, men have seen it all. Beauty, charm, even superficial relationships that went nowhere. What they crave now is peace, authenticity, and joy. They are drawn to women who carry lightness, who bring positive energy into a room, who radiate warmth. When you walk in with confidence and kindness, you change the entire atmosphere. That's what captures a man's attention long before he notices the shade of your lipstick. Another powerful story comes from a man named Charles, age 71. He recalled meeting Diane at a local book club. Diane wasn't trying to impress anyone. She wasn't dressed up, and she wasn't wearing much makeup. But Charles noticed something extraordinary about her. She greeted every person warmly, remembered small details about what they had said in previous meetings, and even stayed after to help stack chairs. Charles said it was in those little moments that he felt her beauty most deeply. He realized he wanted to know her better because she showed care for others without expecting anything in return. Her kindness revealed her character, and that is what stuck with him long after. This is the second secret men notice: how you treat other people. The way you interact with a server, a cashier, or even strangers reveals far more about you than carefully rehearsed words. Mature men pay attention to this because they know kindness is not an act, it's a way of being. A man may be quietly observing whether you are patient or dismissive, whether you are generous or judgmental. And when he sees genuine kindness, it leaves an impression that no wrinkle cream ever could. If this truth feels liberating, take a second to like this video. It helps the Golden Wisdom community reach more women who need this encouragement, and it tells YouTube that these messages matter. And while you're at it, please subscribe if you haven't already. Each week, we bring you insights that celebrate the beauty of aging and remind you that love has no expiration date. Now let's talk about another essential piece of attraction: self-acceptance. Men notice whether you are at peace with yourself. Do you constantly apologize for how you look? Do you compare yourself to younger women? Or do you carry yourself with quiet confidence, knowing that you have lived, learned, and grown into the person you are today? Men are deeply drawn to women who are comfortable in their own skin. It allows them to relax too. It takes away the pressure and creates space for genuine connection. Take, for example, Ruth, age 69. She met Michael, 72, through mutual friends. Ruth had a bold streak. She wore her gray hair proudly in a short, chic cut and dressed in bright colors that made her feel alive. When Michael asked her if she ever thought about dyeing her hair to look younger, Ruth laughed and said, "This silver is a badge of honor. It tells my story." That confidence made Michael admire her even more. He said he loved that she didn't try to hide her age, but instead embraced it fully. Her self-acceptance gave him permission to be authentic too. That's the beauty of confidence after 60. It isn't about arrogance or trying to be the loudest voice in the room. It's about quiet assurance. It's about knowing you don't have to compete with anyone. You've lived enough life to know your worth, and that shines through in every interaction. Now, some of you might be wondering, does physical attraction matter at all? Of course it does. But it's not the kind of physical attraction we're taught to obsess over. It's not about erasing every line on your face. It's about vitality, warmth, and the way your spirit shows through your smile and your eyes. A woman who radiates joy and kindness is far more attractive to a mature man than one who looks perfect but carries bitterness or negativity. Let me give you another story. Henry, 68, met Susan, 63, at a community dance. Susan wasn't the youngest woman there, and she wasn't wearing the fanciest dress. But when the music started, she lit up. She danced with joy, laughed freely, and didn't care who was watching. Henry said he felt drawn to her energy, the way she made the room come alive. That night, he asked her for a second dance, and then a third. Months later, he admitted that what first attracted him wasn't how she looked, but how she made him feel, like life was meant to be enjoyed. So let's pause again here. If you've been carrying the weight of insecurity, worrying that age makes you less attractive, I want you to remember these stories. Real men, real women, real connections. None of them were built on flawless appearances. They were built on laughter, kindness, presence, and authenticity. That's the secret. That's the attraction. And if you want to keep hearing stories and truths like this, please subscribe to Golden Wisdom. Tap the like button if this video has touched you, and share it with a friend who may need to be reminded of her worth. You never know how much difference your simple act of sharing could make in someone else's life. Now let's bring everything together. Older men notice first how you make them feel. They notice your energy, your kindness, your self-acceptance. They pay attention to the small things, the way you smile at a stranger, the way you treat a server, the way you carry yourself. These qualities matter more than anything else because they are the foundation of real, lasting connection. By the time a man reaches 60, he knows beauty fades, but character shines brighter with time. Remember Ellen and Paul, Charles and Diane, Ruth and Michael, Henry and Susan? Their stories prove that attraction at this stage of life isn't about youth. It's about authenticity. It's about being real, being kind, and being at peace with yourself. These are the qualities that make you irresistible to the right kind of man. So if you've been doubting yourself, stop. You don't need to chase impossible standards. You don't need to try to look like you did at 30. You are beautiful now as you are. The secret attraction older men care about most is already within you. All you have to do is let it shine. And as we close, let me remind you once more. If this message spoke to your heart, please subscribe to Golden Wisdom. Like this video so more women can see it and share it with someone you care about. Together, we are rewriting the story of aging and showing the world that love, beauty, and connection don't fade with time, they grow richer. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Until next time, remember, you are enough, you are radiant, and your wisdom is your greatest gift.